What's up, YouTube? George Silver Hunter back with a little bit of a multi-purpose video here. We're going to accomplish a couple of things today. We'll start with the easy one. Number one, I officially broke 1,000 subscribers this week. And was just super excited to get there. I think we crossed the mark like on Sunday or Monday this week. And I couldn't have done it without all of you friendlies out there in the YouTube world, out there in the coin community world. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for helping propel the channel to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. I was able to get through all the monetization nonsense this week, so you'll be seeing a lot more ads on my videos, so I apologize for that. But every little bit of pennies, nickels, and dimes I can pull in through ad revenue will just help me continue to build the channel. So apologies if you hate the ads, but they really help me out. The second thing we wanted to do today was a little bit of a mail call. Number one, during my 750 subscriber giveaway, which yes, I just did that giveaway the other day. And for those of you that didn't know, I announced my 750 subscriber giveaway at 750 subscribers. And within 3 weeks that I scheduled my giveaway, I was already at 947 subs. So I literally just did the 750 subscriber giveaway. I'm sure I'll do something for 1,000, just not yet. I need a little bit of breathing room before I get there. But during that giveaway, One Roll at a Time was kind enough to say he would send me one of his mats. And I got that in the mail this week. So look at this. This is really nice. I will feature this from time to time on my channel. I will do so today as well because I just think it's a really nice mat. So thank you, One Roll at a Time, for sending this on. The second piece of mail that we got was from Mo Money Inc., who I cannot say thank you enough to. He was an awful lot of help during the stream. He added a bunch of giveaways on top of all the stuff I was giving away, so I really appreciate it. And I just got this in the mail today. It obviously came in an outer package. It says, "Great stream, George Silver Hunter." And he included inside, and I've already looked at it. And if you were in the stream, you know what it is. I don't want to beat it up any more than it is. Come on. There it is. He sent me what year is it? A 1935 E-Series silver certificate dollar, which I don't actually have any of these. I had some of these when I was a kid. I don't have any now, and he was talking about them in the stream. And when I said I didn't have one, here I'll even zoom in a little bit for you guys. He said I would happily throw one in the mail for you. So I received this today. Thank you so much. I am going to teach you guys a little bit about pirate ship one of these days to help you save on your shipping, because I did see how much you paid to ship this, and I really appreciate you getting the tracking. But I'm going to show you guys during another video how to save a couple of bucks on your shipping using pirate ship. Anyway, the main reason I'm bringing us all together today, outside of saying thank you so much, is that you may all know that we are in a coin shortage. And I've made fun of a lot of people in a lot of chats over the last couple of weeks about them saying they can't get coins. And in Atlanta, no one has mentioned a coin shortage until this week. And all of my orders went out, and I didn't get a single box this week. Not quarters, not halves, nothing. So today, I ran around to like 5 banks and took whatever they gave me. And this is what we'll be hunting today. So I think we have like a couple 4 rolls of dimes. We've got a couple 4, maybe 6 rolls of quarters. We've got about $10 worth of pennies. And I think we've got 2 rolls full of nickels. And I was able to get 2 NF String and Son, Harrisonburg, PA, uncirculated, I believe, dollar coins. This one is John Tyler, and this one is James K. Polk. So we're going to do a little bit of research. I don't know if these things are worth more in a roll. I don't know if they're worth more breaking out and selling individually. I'm not a huge dollar coin collector, so I'm going to see what we can do with those. And I'll do a little research, and we'll talk about this at some point during this video. So these are pretty cool, though. They look really nice. We'll put those aside. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to get into the quarters first, and then we'll move on to the dimes and the nickels and then the pennies. And because most of these are customer wrapped, we do have a couple of old looking rolls. Like this says 61D on it. I'm real curious what's in there. I'm hoping they're not all 61Ds, but they could be. We got some old looking rolls in here, so we might have some cool stuff. or we might have a video that's basically an intro and an outro, so we'll see. So I'm going to get into these rolls. Stay tuned, and hopefully we find something cool. So I'm going to go ahead and probably record every single roll that we open, just in case. And if you see a lot of editing, it's because we didn't find anything. And right off the bat, I see a 2021. So this is definitely a current customer wrapped roll. So we don't know what's going to be in here. So as you can see, we didn't find anything with the quarters. So we're going to move on to our dimes. I did manage to get, where are they? Two kind of current customer wraps here, and I know there's one other green one in here. I always get excited when I see these old colored wraps because you just don't see those very often at the bank. Usually you see this. So we're going to get into these and hopefully maybe we get lucky and find some silver in these old wraps. Okay, well, we were skunked by the dimes. Okay, so we only have 2 rolls of nickels to go through. Both of them are an old blue wrap. And this one even says 1961D uncirculated. I hope we have a bunch of 1940s, 50s, whatnot nickels in here, and that they're not all 1961Ds, but you never know when it comes to customer wrapped, unless they're all uncirculated 1961, but it says, oh, it does. It actually says uncirculated, so maybe I'm not so upset about this. Let's have a look. We'll just stop there. Yes, they are all 1961D. I would say, you know, they're nice and shiny. They definitely have bag marks. Look at one under the scope. And there's wear on the Monticello or Monticello on the back of every single one of them. Could just be a weak back strike. So I'm going to have to check and see if I have any of these with like full steps. I'm not going to take the rest of these out. It does look like they are all 1961s. So the wrapping was true, or the wrapper was true. Let's just put these aside. And off the cuff, I'm not, and this will definitely replace the 1961D in my book, but I'll have to look to see if there's any kind of error or variety on the 61D. I don't think there is. And opening this roll, we are starting with a current nickel, so should be interesting to see what's inside of here. Okay, well, you know what? I'll take a roll of 1961 uncirculated. For now, that is better than what we had before. So we're going to move on to the pennies, and I will bring you guys in at our first find. I'm hoping we find some Wheaties. We've got enough rolls. It looks like, I don't know, 5, 10, probably 20 rolls of pennies to go through. So hopefully we find some Wheaties or something interesting to bring you in on. So roll number 1, while we didn't have any major finds, literally we had 4 non-coppers in the roll. Everything else was copper. And we had 6, well, that one's not so pretty, 5 pretty decent looking older copper coins that I'm going to keep aside. I'm actually going to hang on to these as well. Well, maybe not you. Because I have penny books that I've just never taken the time to sit down and go through all my pennies. So I'm going to keep these ones that are really nice aside because they may go in my books. So all in all, when I look at this first roll, I had 1 non-copper and everything else I'm going to keep. That's actually pretty cool. So out of all those pennies, I think I did pretty well for roll number 1. Let's get into the next roll. Roll number 2 was almost as good as roll number 1. So you could tell these red wrap rolls, this was from somebody who's had these, you know, for at least a while, maybe even a collector, because we only had about 7 or 8, what is this, 4? We had 8 non-copper pennies in that roll. Everything you see here is just standard copper. I've got a couple of shinies in here. These two looked really nice. I'm going to pull them aside, maybe even this one. It's a 75. As kind of nicer ones that might go in an album. So we'll pull those aside. The rest of these are going to go in our copper cup. That is, 85% of a roll, give or take. And that is actually a lot of copper to add in 2 rolls. So roll number 3 actually produced a little bit of copper. I didn't bring you guys in. It was maybe 10 or 12. Same thing with roll number 4. Looks like we've got about 8 or 9 or 10 coppers. But we did come across our first foreign in roll number 4. It is a Canadian 1991. So we'll put that aside as a find for our pennies. So I just finished the 10th roll, and I thought I'd bring you guys in because I've kind of skimmed over a couple of things as I've gone. And this last roll, literally when I opened it, a 1969 Canadian just fell right out. And I believe both of these Canadians are going to be either all copper or mostly copper. This 91 is probably not all copper, but this 69 definitely is. I have found 4 2009s along the way. I know a lot of people pull these and collect them. I did look. I don't have any DDOs or DDRs to speak of on these, but I do have 4 2009s, and I think I have 2 of the 4 designs. So if you don't know, the 2009s where I can't remember which anniversary, but they commemorated Abraham Lincoln. He has 4 separate designs on the back of the 2009 penny. It's a zinc penny, so it's it's not worth keeping for copper value, but it is collectible. And I'm getting a ton of copper. I have the bottom part of this solo cup, which is one of the taller solo cups, pretty full, and for 10 rolls, I think that's a lot of copper. And then I still have a bunch of, these are copper as well, that are kind of stunners, if you will. They're pretty nice. They would more than likely fill a spot in a penny book, which I have and have not started to fill. So what you can see here is the 10 rolls I have left. And I'm a little surprised because I haven't found any Wheaties. So I'm going to keep going through them. It's probably going to be a big copper haul here. But nothing has jumped out from a DDO, DDR kind of perspective. And no Wheaties, surprisingly. So we are 4 rolls from the end. I have added a couple of additional 2009s to the find category. And I'm bringing you in because we found our very first, and honestly, I couldn't tell. I didn't notice what it was till I put it under the scope. It is our first wheat penny, and it is really, really chewed up. It is a 1944, though. So I'm going to put that up. We have our first official Wheatie, and I think it took us 16 rolls of customer wrap to get there. We still have a respectable amount of copper, and we'll do a wrap up on that at the end. So we've made it through all 20 rolls of those customer wrapped pennies. Just to do a quick recap for you guys, we did end up with 2 Canadians. We had 1 really busted wheat penny, so that's actually a pretty terrible average, only 1 Wheatie in 20 rolls. We had 2 of the formative years and 5 of, I think it's called the professional life. I believe that's what it's called, version of the 2009 penny. And then these were all kind of stunners that were copper that I just pulled aside. Like I said, these I'll keep in a separate little bin when I go to fill my book. It'll make it really easy to pull those out. And then I think the real win in all of those rolls is all of that is copper. Now I weighed it up. It ended up being 832 grams. I'll put it on the screen. It was over 800 grams of copper. And according to Coin Apps, which I showed off in my last video, they have a copper calculator. It's actually 823.2 grams because I still have it pulled up, which works out to just a little over, screwed something up, just a little bit over $7.25 in copper value. So that's pretty cool. So I wanted to stop here and talk about the John Tyler and James K. Polk dollar coins. These appear to be mint wrapped from NF String & Son, likely uncirculated. The folks at the bank told me they were uncirculated. Obviously you're going to see some scratches and dents on the Ender coin, or the Enders. But I'm a little bit intrigued. I'm going to bring you over here to the computer. I may go ahead and just open these. You guys can see here there's a couple of different positions for the John Taylor coin. And in an MS-66, there are some that go as high as $100 a coin. Actually, some as high as $900 a coin. So I think I may open these. I looked on eBay. Most of them are selling for like $2 a piece, $3 a piece, $4 a piece. And some folks are only getting that with free shipping. So, if you're able to mail it for $1 or mail it for 50 cents, I guess you could make a little bit of money selling them one at a time, which I may look to do. And then James Polk has the same situation. He's got a couple, and you get into the MS-66 category. Okay, $10, $12, $15, but there's one, if we have any here with missing edge lettering, this could be a $200 coin or a $200 set of coins. So we're going to go ahead, I think, and we're going to crack these open and have a look. So as you can see, I've left all my finds from my previous stuff up here. Hopefully that's not too distracting for you guys. But I wanted to just film opening this up and first impressions of the coins inside. And then what I'm going to do is slowly go through them, probably off camera, and come back and let you know what I find. So I do see a lot of edge lettering, so I don't think we're going to have any that are missing edge lettering. But there is a position A and a position B, meaning that the lettering is facing either right side up or upside down, depending on the face of the president. So there may be some of you screaming at me that I'm not using gloves and that I never should have opened that roll, but that's okay. This will be fun. I'll save somebody else the hassle of doing this. Well, I can tell you these are uncirculated. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. Let me zoom in here. These are really, really pretty. Really pretty, like super pretty. James K. Polk. Let's see here. It does say something. Maybe that says E pluribus unum around the outside. Maybe I need to look that up. My eyes are not really good enough to read that real well, but it's obviously lettering. So let me go off camera. I'm going to look these over. I'm going to see if we've got position A or position B and see if there's anything else I should be looking for. Be back in a sec. Okay, so I've separated this. I've gone through the whole roll. They all look gorgeous. I mean, like I said, there's some bag marks and stuff from probably before these things were rolled, but they're all in great shape for the most part. There is a position A and a position B. The position B is here on the right, and what that means, and I'll see if I can get that on get it on the camera. What it means is that when the president's face is up, you can read the edge lettering. So you can see there 2009P, and I think as we work our way around the coin, you can see E pluribus unum. Okay, so his face is up, and the lettering is correct. Okay, it's readable, legible with his face up. That is considered a position B. A position A is when you have the head facing up on the coin, and you'll see here, I actually have it turned the right way right off the bat here. The E pluribus unum is upside down. So that's what I've determined so far. So I have about 30% or so, one, two, I don't know, it's 8 or 9, maybe 10 of the 25 coins are position A versus position B. So let me dig a little deeper. Maybe we've got something else cool going on here. So, okay, we went through this again. I did a little bit more reading. The position A versus position B is actually a 50-50 chance because of the minting process. They're minted like normal coins, and then they're sent through for a second strike that actually strikes the edge. So the machine doesn't know if they're face up or face down as they come through. So the laws of mathematics state that it should be about a 50-50 shot between position A and position B. I looked for all the other errors that are available, whether they be smooth edge or double punch side lettering. Obviously, there's some like first strike designations and stuff like that. We don't have that here, of course. I would say I don't have anything special here outside of some really nice uncirculated dollar coins that maybe I can get $2 to maybe $3, $4 for. So I'm going to look into that. Worst case, there are a bunch of dollars that'll just go back to the bank. I'll probably keep one of the position A and the position B and put them in a flip and just throw them in my little collection. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Should I have opened that roll or not? Because at the end of the day, I'm about to open a second one. So just to keep things similar, we'll open this roll together as well. Maybe we'll get lucky and there'll be some edge lettering missing. Nope. I see a lot of edge lettering. I was actually, as I was inspecting the edge lettering, I had to put my camera on a mount and zoom way in so that I could see the lettering. I'm surprised at how many dings and damage and smudging and whatnot is on the edges of these coins. Maybe I shouldn't be, knowing you can get bag marks anywhere, but like this one right here, there's a huge chunk taken out of it. I can see it without, going through the coin, without going through them and looking at them. Well, here I go damaging them already. But surprised at the amount of damage that's on there. And like I said, I think I was commenting, I forget who it was. I was commenting on someone else's post that had a similar find with these dollar coins that you never know what the condition is inside of a bank wrapped roll or a mint wrapped roll. And when you open it, you take the chance of, ruining that value of the surprise for your buyer. But that reward is yours if you find something interesting. And of course, you've ruined the value for yourself if you've opened it and there's nothing in there, right? You're back to selling these coins for whatever eBay says they're worth, right? So anyway, let me go through these. I'm sure we have a position A and position B on these as well. I'll have a look and let you know if I find anything interesting. So for the John Tylers, we actually went the other way. These should actually be up there. The position A, meaning the lettering was upside down, far outweighed the position B, which is a little bit weird. I've already checked these again. Nothing special here. We've got some nice looking coins, but this batch had a lot more damage on like the rims and stuff. Let me see if I can find one of these for you. For something that's in mint state or in mint or bank wrapped rolls, like you can see there on the edge, there's a huge gouge taken out of that. So, when you buy bank wrapped rolls, that doesn't mean they're going to be pristine. It doesn't mean that they can't come damaged. It doesn't mean they won't have like bank marks or bag marks and that sort of stuff on them. Even this side, you can see there's quite a bit chewed into that edge. I mean, overall, it's a decent looking coin, but like these three in particular just had a lot of damage on them. And I wanted to point that out to you guys if you are paying like premium dollars for, bank wrapped rolls, thinking they're all going to be pristine once you get them open. I learned that in some 2009 pennies. I have a bunch that I got from the bank, and when I opened them up, they were just covered in black spots. Some had damage on them, but you could tell it was an unwrapped, roll. Like it had never seen circulation. Just weird how, they get damaged in the minting process and you get any moisture in those wraps and sit over time. They get spotting, they get black marks, they get all sorts of stuff on them. So anyway, that is these presidential dollars. Like I said with the last ones, I'll probably keep one of each, the nicest ones, and then look to see if I can either sell them on eBay or just take them back to the bank. So everybody, there we have it. It was kind of a real interesting hunt today. Going with just random customer wrapped rolls and kind of doing every denomination. We did have a couple of foreigns. We had some Wheaties. We did great. Where's my copper cup? This is my copper cup. We did a great job on copper today with all those pennies. Pretty cool roll in 1961D. Looks to be mostly uncirculated or close to uncirculated nickels. Probably not going to hang on to all of these, but we'll pick out a handful, maybe flip one up, put one in my book, see what else I might be able to do with them, but probably going back to the bank. Honestly, and I still have the other ones up here up front, these dollar coins were a lot of fun. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with them, but if I can make a few bucks on eBay, I will. But it was kind of cool to look into them. I don't do a lot of dollar coins, so this was fun to learn something new today. I hope you learned something from me teaching myself something. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and look down below, click on that like button, click on that subscribe button, click that bell and select all so you get notified every time I release a new video. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching, and really do enjoy the comments down below, so leave me a comment. This was a real weird hunt just because I couldn't get any coins this week, so apologies if this one wasn't your cup of tea. Anyway, thanks. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.